mayroong stem cell, mayroong cells. Ang problema nga lang, saan sa mga plants ang marami talaga ang makikita mong stem cell? Saan? Now, one of the things that scientists around the world are looking into is how these plants recover from their illnesses. Alam niyo ba na ang mga tanim nagkakasakit din? Alam niyo yan? Di ba? Okay. So, when these plants are hurt, when they're hurt, they have their own way of recovering. How do they recover? Of course, with the supply of stem cells that they have. But there's one particular plant in the world that is much, much more on the edge. And I would say, baka nagkatugma-tugma lang yung mga nasa Biblia, nasa mga tinatawag na kasulatan, na bakit po yung sa ating Kristiyano, yung Biblia, sabi doon ng command ni God, do not eat of the fruit of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. Because as soon as you eat it, you will what? You will open your eyes and all this stuff. And that specific verse refers to apple, right? Apple, di ba? Pagpunta mo sa scientific community, sabi ito, an apple a day keeps the doctor away. Is there a coincidence that these two, spiritual and medical, came together na they're referring to apple? Anong meron sa apple? Bakit siya? Kasi pwede naman, kung sa Bible, I think I'm not committing blasphemy here, pwede naman gamitin ni Bible na do not eat of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil that is found in the Garden of Eden, because as soon as you eat it, as soon as you eat that mangosteen, pwede naman ganun, di ba, mangosteen or grapes, tama? Pwede din strawberry, bakit apple? At yung author ng common adage, an apple a day, bakit hindi naman niya sinabing a santol a day? Or anong malakas dito sa inyo?
Mango.
Mango a day. Bakit po? Bakit po, Doktor din po ba? Sa medical po?
Medical.
Wow, I'm happy to have you here. You're an internal medicine doctor po? GP po? Family med. Okay. Yun ang po nag-uumpit sa akin ever since I was studying. Bakit apple a day keeps the doctor away? Bakit hindi ibang prutas? Ngayon, nung lumabas po yung mga documents relating to this apple, kaya pala, I will share to you a story that truly happened about 30, 40 years ago. But then they said, this apple daw, pwede makita nila? Yan. This apple daw is an 18th century, kasi 18th century pa nila na-discover ito. Sabi daw nila, itong apple na ito, pag pinick out mo sa kanyang puno, ang nilagay mo sa table, it keeps fresh in the next 4 months. Hindi siya nabubulok. Ganun siya. Now, if you heard that, ibig sabihin, katulad yan, in-slice mo siyang ganyan, and then, didikitan mo yan ng isang round lang ng packing tape. After 72 hours, didikit din siya ulit. At tatahiin niya yung kanyang suga. Walang oxidation. Babalik siya sa original.
Mabubuo ulit.
Mabubuo siya ulit. Di po ba ito? Amazing yun. And then this is it. Last 30 years ago, there were only about 4 trees available. 4 trees. 4 na lang na puno ang available sa species na yan. So kapag hindi yan siya naalagaan, baka mawala na yan, ma-extinct yan siya na apple. So the one that discovered it was Dr. Fred Sully, who is now 104 years old. And he is the very scientist responsible for Nido and Bear brand. Wala pong data sa mundo na ganong brand kung hindi dahil kay Dr. Fred Sully. So siya po yung nangahas na magsabi doon sa Switzerland government that I have with me research that will tell you nasa bansa natin yung 4 na lang na puno na naiwan. So if you are not going to help me, then this specific tree will no longer be part of the existing tree that the future or the next generation will enjoy. And so he established the Mibel Biochemistry, and then with the help of the government of Switzerland, they are now the third largest supplier of a specific food brand that is a source of stem cell from the plant. Sila po sa buong mundo. Ganon sila kalaki. And they already have more than 2,000 trees in that area there. Kung gusto niyo pumunta doon, mag-sign up kayo sa rejuvenate para makapunta kayo doon. Libre po yung biyahe doon. Kaya mag-sign up lang kayo sa rejuvenate and then you try to understand our business platform. Okay? If I may continue sharing this one, ibalik ko nga sa next slide. Former slide. Yan. Ang ginagawa generally ni stem cell is very promising because when you are into medicines or when you are into vitamins, di ba, may mga supplements kayo, ginagawa naman niya ng mga vitamins itong ibang bagay dyan, no? Ginagawa nila yung repair, yung healing, pero itong word na to, reverses, yan ang hindi kayang gamitin food supplement. Yung mag-reverse. Okay? Hindi kaya yan. Kahit anong brand pa yan. Kahit yan I made in the US na mga supplements. They could not do what the stem cell is doing. Because stem cell reverses via what? Replacing the damaged cells. For example, meron akong diabetic patient, diabetic patient mag-asawa, lumapit sa akin, Doc Jo, ano ba i-provide ng apple stem cell sa aking sakit? Or specifically, the brand that you will introduce to us, which is Miracell Plus. Ano mo provide? Sabi ko sa kanya, I will not discuss to you what the product has. I will discuss to you the disease process, the diabetes, because both of you are diabetic. Sabi nila, sige nga, kasi sa totoo lang, kapag kami nag-bumibisita sa doktor namin, wala namang explanation. Kinuha lang yung sugar level. Pagkatapos, kinuha lang yung mga vitamins and everything. And then nagtatanong naman namin tanong, pagkatapos, nagre-reset ka agad. Sabi ko, that's typical of an Asian culture. Hindi na naman nangyari sa Pilipinas yan. Buong mundo sa Asia, specifically. Tama po ba, Ms. Dali? We do not spend so much. Yung mga doctors natin, hindi nag-spend talaga ng mahabang oras to talk to the patient. And then I said, ano po ang sabi ng doktor sa inyo tungkol sa sakit? Hindi kami nagkikwentong ng mahaba. Pero ako na lang nagre-research, ako bilang isang teacher, principal. Ako na nagre-research kung sakit ko. Yung pala sakit ko, ganito pala. Ano yung sakit mo? Sabi niya, ano daw? Hyperglycemia. Magaling siya kasi gamit niya na term is medical. Sabi ko, ano yung hyperglycemia po, madam? Sabi niya, glycemia, mataas yung sugar sa dugo. Hyperglycemia. Sabi ko, how do you confirm that? Alam mo sabi niya? Confirm ko yan kasi may glucometer ako. Meron siyang glucometer galing sa United States of America. Bigay na kanyang anak sa kanya. Di ba? Ang taray niya, no? So, araw-araw, kuha siya na ganyan. Ano po? Kuha siya na ganyan. So, doon yung nakikita, tumataas siya, no? So, if you are hyperglycemic, ano po yung iyong nararamdaman? Ay, tumpak. Alam talaga yung sakit niya. Sabi niya, klaruhin ko lang, Doc Jo, ha? Alam ko ito kasi ako mismo ang nag-aral. Hindi dahil ito yung sinasabi ng aking doktor. Sabi ko, hindi rin yan kasalanan ng doktor. Kasalanan mo rin yan. Kasi hindi ka nagtatanong. Dapat magtanong ka kasi. Di ba sabi ni Susan Roses, namatay na kasi Susan Roses itanong mo sa doktor. Di ba? Ang problema, hindi ka nagtatanong. Pero, whether I will like it or not, kasi di ba, sa hospital tayo palagi, ano ma'am? Dali, Doc, di ba? Minsan din, pag pumipila ang pasyente, wala ka na rin oras mag-explain. Kasi tinitingnan mo sa bintana, ay, ang dami pa, So, diretso na lang. Reseta. So, sabi ko, sige nga, ikwento mo. Sabi niya, madali ako magutom. Tama. Yan ang naramdaman ng isang hyperglycemic patient. Ano ba? Madali na uhaw. Dali siya na uhaw. So, ano ginagawa mo? Inom na tubig, kaya ihi din ang ihi. Ano pa po? Sabi niya, ewan ko, hindi ko na-experience yung nilalanggam yung ihi ko. Sabi ko, supposedly, meron din pong ganon. Pero let us say, tama po talaga yung sinasabi mong tatlo. Kasi ang medical term yan is polyphagia, polydipsia, polyuria, yun ang medical term yan. Then I said, so, after that, ano pong na-realize nyo? Ang na-realize daw niya, yung kondisyon na yan daw is dapat mag-treat. Sabi ko, bakit iti-treat mo? dapat matreat kasi delikado daw. Ano ang term ginamit na delikado? Is it detrimental? Is it fatal or not? Kung ikay gutom na gutom palagi, mamamatay ka ba? Kung pinalitan mo din ng pagkain, hindi ka mamamatay. Sabi niya, o nga, kung uhaw na uhaw ka, syempre, inom ka rin ng inom para hindi ka maubusan ng tubig. So, hindi din na kakamatay. Sabi niya, ano po ba ang gusto mong sabihin, Doc Jo? Sabi ko, anong opposite ng mataas ang sugar? Kayo, alam niyo? Anong term doon sa medical? Hypo. Hypo. Ano po ang nararamdaman ng nag-hypo?
Nahihilo.
Ayan. Yun ang pinakaunang importante. Yung iba kasi, parang napapagod. Pero ang pinakaimportante kanina nila, kapag hypo, bumaba yung sugar, nahihilo, yung iba nag-loss of consciousness. Pag nag-loss of consciousness anywhere and somewhere, at bumagsak at tumama yung ulo sa semento or sa any hard metal for whatever or surface, then that will be the cause of death, right?
Yeah.
Which means the condition of hypoglycemia is much more what? Worse than hyperglycemia. Sabi ko, I don't want to play that I am a better doctor than the other doctors. I wanted to, kasi ilang beses ako nakakausap doc ng diabetologist, endocrinologist. Doon kami nagbabanggaan. Sabi ko, don't misinterpret me. Kasi as an immunologist, pinag-uusapan namin, paano natin talaga tutulungan ang pasyente. Dahil pag hypoglycemia, which is generally the cause of the medications that we prescribe, we never mention to our patients what is the problem with hypoglycemia. Sabi naman, hindi naman tayo talaga doktor na nag-reset na parang bumaba talaga na worst. Pero alam natin na ang side effect ng synthetic, nagpapababa talaga. Because it is synthetic. There will always be a side effect. Di ba, Doc, kung na-remember mo sa medicine, may tayo pinag-usapan ng Sumogi phenomenon. Na-remember niyo yun, Doc? Sumogi refers to the doctor, scientist who discovered it, Dr. Sumogi from Japan. Anong sabi niya? When the patient's injecting the insulin in the evening, between 2 a.m. to 3 a.m., nagkakaroon ng Sumogi phenomenon. Ibig sabihin nun, from a very high blood sugar level, bumababa, at kung bumabagsak siya suddenly, the patient can no longer wake up. Patay na pasyente. That's Sumogi phenomenon. Pero hindi yan sinasabi. Hindi yan kinikwento. Ano po ang ibig sabihin niyan kapag ang topic is stem cell therapy? Sabi dyan, di ba? It reverses it. Ibig sabihin, you go back where the problem of the insulin is coming from. Saan nagagaling problema ng insulin? Saan nagagaling? Sa human body na wala ng capacity to produce insulin because insulin is naturally produced by the human body. Sino nagpo-produce? Beta cells na nasa pancreas. Kung ikaw po ay mag-transform into a specific microorganism at pumunta ka doon, pinapadala ka ng gobyerno bilang ikay taga-statistics office, at mag-survey ka doon sa pancreas, ano nangyari sa mga beta cells dito? Pagdating mo doon, ay, nag-tong-its pala sila lahat. Ay, nagsashabu sila lahat. Ay, matanda na pala sila lahat. Kaya, kayong mga bastardo kayo lahat dito, kung anong tawag ko sa inyo, mga buwisit kayo, wala na pala kayong ginagawa dito. Hindi na niyo pala inilalabas yung insulin na kailangan ng pasyente. Naintindihan niyo pa ako? Ako po yung nagpapakita lang ng metaphor ba? Parang ano lang, paghahalimbawa, na ganun po ang nangyayari sa mga beta cells. If the beta cells are damaged and already dead, of course, you cannot produce insulin anymore. So what will you do then? Stem cell therapy is the most promising therapy that has ever been invented, that has ever been discovered by scientists today. Because stem cell therapy tells you this group of cells will get inside the body and then from a being undifferentiated cells, ibig sabihin wala silang identity, they start to transform, becoming into a B cells. That will now replace those mga buisit na mga cells na yon. Papalitan nila, now you have what? New cells. Now these new cells will be staying there longer. They will what? Multiply. The only difference is take note. Ito yung diferensya ni animal stem cell, ni human stem cell, at ni plant stem cell. the embryonic stages that is present in the humans and the animal stem cells or animals are the limits of your stem cells sa human at animal. Ano ibig sabihin yun? Kapag si animal at human stem cell becomes a kidney cells from the stem cell, they no longer what? Transform into another cell. That is the difference between plant stem cell and these two other stem cells. Why? The plant stem cell, once they get inside at nag-transform into beta cells, by the moment magkaka-crisis sa kidney, magta-transform ulit yung iba doon into kidney cells. By the moment magkakaroon ng crisis sa liver, magta-transform siya ulit. Unending process po ang ginagawa ni plant stem cell. Ay, napalapot talaga si Ma'am Dania. Ito po yung kaibahan ni plant stem cell. And this is the very reason why people should understand that today, the market of plant stem cell is skyrocketing. Tumataas yung market kasi ito yung nakikita ng mga scientists. All they need to do is get the right source, the right company. Today, you're sitting down there, you are in the right company and the right source. Bakit ko nasabi? Kapag yan ay lalakbayin natin, pakita mo, lalakbayin ko yan, 13 active ingredients of Miracell. Kapag yan pag-usapan natin, Miracell is the native name for stem cell. That is why when you open your Google or Facebook, you can see Miracell product. Hindi Miracell Plus. Ayun, Miracell Plus. Pero pag bukas mo dyan sa Google, mayroong Miracell Deer Placenta. Mayroong Miracell Placenta. Hindi Miracell Plus. Bakit tayo pumili ng word na Miracell Plus? Because Miracell is already an accepted term. But then we make it a point that we stand out based on our brand name. Paano tayo nag-stand out? The plus sign there. Doc, ito po yun. Nagpa-stand out. Plus sign. The plus sign tells you it's trademark. The formulation of 13-in-1 is owned by our company. No other company can market it. Tayo lang. Next, yan siya is trademark natin and then hindi siya pwedeng kopyahin ng kahit sinong kumpanya. Or else, they will be sued by us. From the manufacturer in November Chemistry, sila po nagbigay sa atin ito. But there's a story behind it. Merong istorya po nito. Okay? Ito yung istorya niya. Apple stem cell came into the world market in the last 15 years. Okay? Almost 20 years na nga raw eh. So yung pinaka-pioneering na grupo ng mga nagmamarket, napatikim nila sa mundo. Sobrang na-shock yung mundo sa galing ng product na yun. So when that company was not lucky enough because their structure wasn't good enough and their finances wasn't good enough, parang nawala sila bigla. And then bumalik sila ulit. Pero yung mga grupo na yon na sinabi ko kanina sa kwento ko sa umpisa, na doon nagagaling ang mga may-ari ng ating kumpanya, sila yung pioneering na nag-market noon. Hinanap nila yung formulation na yan nung sila ay umalis sa kumpanya na yon. Hinanap nila. So, where is the better place to go para makita nila ulit yung formulation na yun? Siyempre, they go to Switzerland. And then they asked Switzerland, Fritz Sully, if you can provide us with this one. Sabi ni Fritz Sully sa kanila, we cannot provide you that formulation. One, it's still under patent. And the expiration of the patent is still on 2028. In 2019 pa yun to. So ano, mag-antay sila sa company. Antayin natin yun kung kailan yun ma-available. Second, sabi ni Fred Sully, bakit kayo mananatili sa formulation na yan na technology has already improved in the last 15 years? Tama po ba si Fred Sully?
Yeah.
Technology improved. So there is a better formulation now. If you would wanted to, we can give you a formulation that will shock the world. And I call it enhanced. And in order for it to be to be visually enhanced, we add plus sign. Kaya meron siyang plus. Telling yung customers, hello, hindi ko yan ginawa yung brand name with a plus sign just for the sake of it. Hindi. Ginawa yung word na yan, yung brand na yan, telling you you are getting the advanced formulation so that when you will eat it, you will automatically feel how good the product is. Kaya isang sachet, matitense ka mag-isip, ganito na pinaramdaman ko. Ganun siya. O, diba? Namangha kayo, ano? Doc Jojo, parang it's too good to be true. Totoo, it's too good to be true. Lalo na pag hindi mo siya subukan, it will only remain as an imagination. Kaya when someone came to me and asked me, if it is a leukemia patient, 3 years old, does your product assures us that it's really going to act on it? Effective ba talaga sa bata, sa anak namin? Sabi ko, hindi effective pag hindi mo bilhin. Naintindihan? Di ba, Doc? Kaya yun si Dr. Egang. Dr. Egang, he's an owner of a hospital in Quezon, Bukidnon. And a pharmacy. Sabi niya sa akin, Doc Jojo, parang ngayon ako nakakita ng isang nag-lecture ng stem cell. Talagang nag-deeper into the idea. Sabi ko sa niya, so ano ngayon? Mag-sign-in ako eh. Magkano yung package nyo? Sabi ko, syempre, you're a doctor. You're an owner of a hospital. Imposible mo, bibili ka lang ng 2 box. Sabi sa akin, magkano yung pwede kong bilhin? Eh, bilhin mo, yung pang-display mo sa parmasya mo. Di gold package yun. The gold package siya. And then, when I finally delivered the gold package, tawag siya. Hello, kumusta dyan sa hospital? Kasi nandun siya sa isang branch na pharmacy. Noong nagkwento kami. Bakit po ito? Ganito, lahat ng pasyente dyan. Sabihin mo ha, bilang ikaw dyan ang nasa pharmacy, sabihin mo, solve na yung mga problema nila. Meron tayong pinakamagandang produkto sa ngayon. Sabi talaga yun. And then nag-detect sa akin, Doc Jojo, talaga ang galing yung technique ko na patient. Grabe Doc Jojo, tatong sa silan. Magyat ka agad yung platelet. Hindi yan nagagawa ng ibang product na ginamit ko dati. Wala palang pagdad. Na-amaze lang. And then, another thing, kailangan ma-emphasize, it's a plant source. So there is no side effect, there is no rejection. There are no contraindications, there are no counter-reactions because it's natural. Na whatever na sinabi ko kanina sa umpisa, na maramdaman ng isang pasyente, the patient just go into the adaptive period. Ina-adapt ng katawan. Kaya nararamdaman niya yun. Do you get me? But all you need to do is just continuously follow up the patient. Ang tawag namin dyan is after-sales service. So kung may mga pasyente kayo, may mga clients kayo, it's always better to allow them to really understand. Kaya ang usual na approach po natin sa kanila is, you give me a chance to explain. So you would see the difference. If the client already knew about stem cell, you need to clearly state your product is a plant stem cell. Now, what makes it wonderful? Ladies and gentlemen, ito ha, tingnan nyo. Ang daming formulation pumasok ngayon sa market. Sobrang dami. Ang problema, pag titingnan mo yan, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Pero mayroong produkto sa market, 18. Meron produkto sa market, 25 in 1. Sa atin, Doc, is 13 in 1. Sabi nila, mas magaling daw sa kanila. Kasi 13 more than 15. Nasa 18, nasa 25. Ano po ang ibig sabihin nito? Ganito ha, kasi kung tayo lang po, o kayo-kayo lang nagkikwentuhan without certain experts or certain specialized doctors, hindi po ninyo ma-define yun. Talagang sasabihin nila, ay, okay yan kasi madami eh. Di po ba, Doc? Okay kasi madami information. At bakit mura lang? Kasi madami naman. Di ba, madami, pero mas mura siya compared sa Miracel. Ganito po ha, listen ha. I am a nutritional immunology specialist. Based on our study, a certain formulation that that is composed of 15 ingredients or 15 plants. Kasi nutrition technology, we study on nutrition. Kaya nagkakaintindihan kami ni Ma'am Dali at certain level of discussing about nutrition. Diba sa food pyramid? Kitang-kita naman natin. Pero the best nutrition is still coming from plant sources, right? Pinag-usapan namin sa nutrition technology is herbology. Pinag-usapan namin sa nutrition technology entomology, the study of insects. Pinag-usapan namin nutrition. Pero ang point po is like this. Based on the latest processing technique that will allow you to preserve the nutrients na hindi nagbabanggaan with the respect of quantum physics, you are only limited to 15 ingredients mixed together. When you exceed 15, though kailangan ng bagong technology, dapat mag-introduce kayo ng technology na bago. Na, binigyan ko sila ng chance, present to me your product. Kung talagang magaling ang product nyo, 25 man yan. Siyempre sa isip ko pa lang, pag marami, 25, maganda. Present to me. Pag present, inaantay ko talaga yung portion na ma-mention nila based on my profession. Ang problema kasi, hindi nila alam yung nutritional immunology na profession. Sabi ko, kung one of you is a functional medicine doctor, probably, you can explain it to me much, much better. Inaantay ko yung ma-explain nila. Kasi we have a technology that will, what? That will allow the preservation and the combination of the nutrients found in this formulation. So kung meron yung technology, ano yung technology niyo? Kung nasagot nila, hindi na nasagot, ibig sabihin ko, ano yun? Ano tawag doon? Koloro. Bogus, yes. The next problem, Miss Dali, walang CPR. Walang Certificate of Product Registration. And another thing, merong marami dyan na produkto, masasabi sa inyo, meron kaming FDA US, meron kaming FDA Malaysia, meron kaming FDA Japan, meron kaming FDA Korea, meron kaming FDA Canada. Listen to me carefully, FDA, Food and Drugs Administration. When it is US FDA, it's one country, right? When it is Ministry of Health FDA Malaysia, one country. Tama? Isang country lang yun. Ang gusto ko pong maintindihan ninyo, kapag i-scan yan or pinoward yan ni G-Boy, may lumalabas dyan, NAFDAC. NAFDAC. National Agency for Food and Drugs Administration and Control, which covers more than 40 countries around the world with a total of 2 billion people being covered by that agency. Kita mo? Sabi sa akin ng isang nakapaginig sa akin, bakit hindi sila nag-apply sa NAFTA? Hindi nag-apply, Miss Dali, kasi alam nila, they will fail. Pero tayo, oh my God, A7-100122L, that's our permit and our certificate of approval from this organization. No other apple stem cell-based company in the world that has it. Only our product has it. Oh, di ba? Oh, tingnan nyo. Natulala lang kayo, hindi nakapalakpak ng kamay. Kaya sabi po, Dok, ng ating mga doktor doon sa Bukidnon, na Doc Jojo, ngayon pa lang kami nakakita talaga. Kasi, di ba, lahat ng mga doktor, usually, we base our prescription with an agent, ahente, magaling talaga magbenta ng kanyang produkto, with all the, yung mga brochures nila, with all their mga katalog na binibigay nila, and then,